Welcome back to Primetime Super Friends, the show that promises to put the arrow in your quiver, the flash in your pan, and the bat in your belfry. We're also here to let criminals know that we are the masked member of this Justice League, and it's not going to suck at self-crime. I'm John, your guide to all things Gotham, and I'm joined here by my own two super friends. First is our guide to Star City, Jeremy.
Hi, and I'm picturing a dick with a little domino mask on it.
That's why I changed it.
I want to see the rest of the Justice League.
And our expert on all things related to the fastest man alive, Michael.
Hello.
Before we dive balls deep into this week's happenings, you should be warned that this show is full of spoilers. If you're not up to date on what's going on, you've been warned. All right, let's get started.
Super Friends, the legendary superpowers show.
All right, Jeremy, tell us what's up with Arrow.
Look, he's not the Arrow anymore. I don't know if you've been watching the show. He's Sah Him or some shit.
Heir to the Demon?
I had to practice saying that.
Good job. I'll stick with Arrow.
I'm a little proud that you somehow didn't make that racist.
See, now it's like you want us to make racist things.
No, I'm just saying that. Well, we've got what? Nana Nana Boo Boo, which is apparently where they all live. So.
I can't help that fucking place is hard to pronounce. And they say it different depending on who says it.
Yeah.
So I made up my own. Hey, let's talk about the flashbacks in 30 seconds or less.
Go.
You gonna time me? Do it. Time it.
Okay.
All right, in our flashbacks this week, the Alpha Omega has been unleashed all up in China, or wherever the fuck they are. Asian people. People are sick and shit.
I pictured China and someone being inside of her. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I don't know where that came from.
Motherfuckers are spitting blood. I guess China's on the rag.
That's ruining the 30 seconds. And gross.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're trying to track down the kid. They find him. Motherfucker seems like he's okay. And then he starts bleeding from the mouth. Motherfucker's finally gonna die. The end.
it took all season.
I know, right?
And it was a slow thing. It wasn't like a sudden, like, uh-oh. It was just like, oh, okay, I get this.
Yeah, getting to the present day stuff. We've got a new opening for the show. He used to be Oliver Queen for 3 years. Now he's something black costume instead of green. I don't know, whatever. We open the show with a training montage, fucking 80s style. We're gonna have a montage of Oliver Queen. Yeah, so Oliver's getting like water thrown in his face and fighting with swords and shit like that. And apparently that makes him forget who he was. Oliver Queen now only lives in the past. Blah blah blah.
Hey, you forgot he was sleeping on the floor.
Oh shit, my bad. That is so much more traumatic than living on a goddamn island.
It's enough to make me want to kill all my friends.
Yeah. Apparently he's been going through this for 3 weeks, so that's blatantly said a few times. He is now Sah Him.
It was 3 weeks?
That's what they said.
I think I had it in my head it was 3 months. It was only 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
He's not very strong against that.
It's got to come out that he's like playing along. It has to.
I hope so.
Yeah. But anyway, he has some sort of vision that I guess he's killing folks, and he sees himself killing Diggle, but it turns out it's some random half black guy or black guy. I don't know. They all look alike, evidently.
No.
I thought he just hallucinated the whole thing. I didn't realize that it was just he was racist and couldn't tell the difference.
It looked like he fucking killed some other brother. See, that works on a lot of levels because he's black and they're like brothers.
No, I got where you're going.
I just saying. So, they also make mention of a magic herb that I guess helps to persuade people to do this crazy shit. So,
was this the same thing that Thea got, or is it something different?
I'm guessing it probably is. And yeah.
Malcolm had to learn how to, roofie people some way.
Right. The queens are just good at getting roofied.
Yeah.
If we're going to be good at something.
That's not something we want to be good at.
No.
Just let me in the same room as either of them. Right. I'll roofie the fuck out of them. And then I'll fuck them.
I was going to say, I just assumed you'd find them and then fuck the roofie out of them, but whatever.
Yeah. They name dropped Damien Dark, which when I just heard Damien when I was
Yeah.
watching the episode, and I was like, "Holy fuck, where's my lotion?"
Yeah, is this a comic poll? Because it's not one I'm familiar with.
Yeah, it is. I had to Wikipedia it. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, he's the head of Hive.
Oh, he's in Hive, isn't he?
Yeah. So that's pretty clearly going to come into play and probably be the villain for next season. Dude was apparently Raish's rival or whatever when he took the throne years ago. He was supposed to kill the dude. He escaped. Now he's the head of Hive. That actually is mentioned in the episode. To learn from his mistakes, Raish wants Oliver to go and kill Nyssa since she is competition to the throne. And guess where he has to track this bitch down? Of course, it's Star City. Because everything happens in Star City. Fucking shit. Couldn't she have been hiding out in Bloodhaven or Coast City or something? Central City?
I think what got me about that whole thing was it's like, go kill her, she's competition. And they're like, do you want it? Nah.
Yeah.
How's that competition if she doesn't want it?
Because she's blood, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah. Okay, so back in Star City. Laurel still sucks at fighting. Some fucking random purse snatcher or some shit slashes her up before Nyssa makes a save. They go and have dinner together, and I'm sorry, but it looks like they're about to fucking become lesbian lovers.
I was just thinking
I'll allow
it
it.
felt like a forced friendship. Like we're supposed to believe they're besties now.
There's just something weird about like cozying up to your sister's ex fuck buddy or whatever. They're gonna scissor, and I'll watch,
But will they?
but I'll be a little weirded out
You'd be weirded out.
just because she already fucked her sister.
But she's dead.
Don't remind me. That still hurts.
It's like the song says, if you can't love the one you want, love the one you're with.
That's just advocating being a whore. And if there's one thing I don't do, John, it's advocate whoring.
I thought you didn't do
Bullshit!
You thought I didn't do what?
Didn't do whores?
Well, that's not true either. Yeah, Nyssa says she's kind of coming around to be a normal person, blah, blah, blah. That's when Laurel...
All because of shakes and french fries.
Yeah, so Laurel drops the knowledge that Oliver is about to become the heir. Nyssa freaks the fuck out because guess what? She knows what the fuck is going to happen. They want her dead. Laurel wants Team Arrow to protect Nyssa. Felicity's having a hard time believing that Oliver could have even been brainwashed or would be doing these things. The League shows up in Star City with Oliver. They almost capture Nyssa or kills her, depending on your point of view. To me, it looked like he's about to cut that bitch's head off before Team Arrow showed up. With the canary cry from the Flash in full effect.
Yeah.
She was standing there with her mouth wide open and her arms back and her shoulders back, and I'm just kind of like, oh, that's just asking for it. The swinging wing of justice is about to come all up on you, bitch.
That didn't even cross my mind.
I'm sorry, a bitch opens her mouth that wide and her teeth aren't showing.
Dick.
Yep. So Thea wants to join Team Arrow as a vigilante. She first approaches Felicity about it, and Felicity pretty much says, "Oh no, you didn't, girl." And so then she turns to Malcolm for help and becoming a vigilante or whatever you want to call it. The League and Oliver kidnap Lila, Diggle's wife. Basically, they want to exchange her for Nyssa. Nyssa's willing to go along with it, but Team Arrow wants to barter. Basically, they don't want to barter. They want to save Nyssa and get Lila back. Can't always get what you want, motherfuckers.
I liked Diggle's stance on the whole thing.
Yeah, like this bitch has killed hundreds of people.
She's not innocent.
Yeah, innocent my dick, my big black dick.
Actually, what? No, I actually like that for once somebody stood up and was like, no, seriously, fuck that person. They've got my wife.
Yeah, it made sense.
Yeah, I was
Sure.
totally in with that. That was probably one of the cooler moments
And
for me
Lila
in this
being
episode.
like, weren't you just to my wedding?
Right.
Team Arrow and Nyssa meet up with the League and Oliver for the exchange. For some fucking reason, they search everyone but Felicity, who naturally is the one that's packing the guns. I really hope that those guns were stored in her pussy.
I think we just know that you would have probably frisked her first.
No shit, that's where you start.
God, this means our
Then you
pussy's
move
wrecked.
to... Well...
Oh, not saying.
Hey, we saw the love scene with Oliver. It's probably true.
Yeah.
It means he gets it done, Jeremy.
Yeah?
Is your asshole still willing?
Yes. More than ever.
So weird that I knew you were going to somehow, like, throw that in there at the end.
You know, what's a gaping asshole if you had a good time?
That's a t-shirt.
Of course, a fight breaks out. It looks like Oliver's going to fulfill the vision he had at the beginning of the episode and kill Diggle until Thea shoots him through his fucking arm with an arrow. Nyssa is taken by the League, and they return to Nanny Nanny Boo Boo.
Why do I still laugh at that?
Yeah.
Because it's fucking funny. Where we find out that the Alpha Omega is hidden inside of Nyssa's, the hilt on her sword. Oliver's gonna kill the bitch until Raish stops her. Until Raish stops him. He's again stopping someone from being fucking murdered. This is not the Ra's al Ghul I know. Yeah, he stops Oliver because guess what? My master plan is to join our fucking families by having my daughter, who's gay, presumably, marry this dude that really isn't here by choice and just freshly fucked another bitch.
Maybe he is a bigot, and that's been his whole game this whole time.
That's
He's
what
just
it
trying
is.
to get her married off.
Yeah, he's old-fashioned. He's like, if I make you marry a man, you'll like dick. You'll like it.
That sounds like a really fucked up Jerry Springer episode.
Doesn't it?
Like, really fucked up Jerry Springer
That's
episode.
okay, because when you were like, this is,
Felicity comes out,
Yeah.
and then, like, the ultimate Sarah comes out.
Oh, man. They just hear the ding, 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 and the fucking fight
is
breaks
she
out.
still dead?
Yeah, well, no. She was faking it.
Oh, I thought maybe she came out to
But then
thrill her
Laurel
or
comes out and is
something.
like, guess what? After we ate that milkshake, we shared a night.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
And chairs start flying.
Jerry.
And then this is like, well, I'm pregnant.
And then
it's yours, Diggle.
And then Maury comes out. Got the results.
You just have Oliver off on the side, like, yeah!
I told you that was mine. Yeah.
That got stupid.
Awesome, though. Meanwhile, back in Star City, Felicity tells Thea that Roy is still alive, that they faked his death. Basically tells her, hey, you want to leave town and be with him? That's what you should do. And I assume we will get that next week. Back in Nanny Nanny Boo Boo, Raish tells Oliver that the final act of ascension to becoming the new Raish is to wipe out his former home. So he wants Oliver to unleash the Alpha Omega on Star City. Dun, dun, dun.
I remember when this happened in Batman Begins.
Exactly. Yeah, fuck this episode. I'm sorry. I love the show as a whole, but this whole thing with him joining the League is fucking retarded. We all know.
And it should have been awesome. Like it should have been awesome, and it's not.
It's obvious he's going to somehow get out of it in the next 2 episodes, especially because we know he's going to be on the finale of The Flash as the Green Arrow, and we know they're picked up for season 4, right? So it's
Just a bump in the road. It'll get better.
yeah. I just, with as good as the show was at this point in the season last year,
Maybe it's
know.
going to be an every other season show. This season's alright. Next season will kick ass.
no, the season was awesome up until the last couple episodes, I think. Anyway,
Flashbacks this year were been shit for the longest time.
well, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, so that's enough about that. Hopefully it'll get better next week.
It's not going to get better anytime soon because we're going to talk about Gotham. Alright, so catching back up this week with Gotham, we had Barbara and the Ogre. Barbara finds out what's up, and they spend some freaky shades of creepy time together as she and the Ogre get down and get frisky. The Ogre asks Barbara who he should kill because he was, going to keep her around for his pet or whatever. And, naturally she picks her mom and dad, which was oh so awesome of her.
Yeah, I'm going, wouldn't you pick fucking Leslie, maybe?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she's Looney Tunes by now because by the end of this episode, she was just off the rocker. You know, it was bad.
I'd still hit it.
We have Jim this week investigating the ogre. He starts breaking the rules so he can get info, and he goes to the Penguin, which he swore he'd never do. So now he owes the Penguin another favor, and then they go to the Eyes Wide Shut Fox Club, also I guess is the future Iceberg Lounge. And the only thing that made me laugh through this entire episode is, they bring out like the donkey show or whatever the hell's happening on stage.
Yeah.
And Bullock's like pulls the cop card. That made me laugh because you kind of thought he was going to be into it for a minute and then just totally went the other way with it.
That's where he draws the line.
Yeah.
Now we know.
I did laugh at that.
I wanted to know exactly what the fuck was happening on screen.
Of course you did.
What are we talking here?
That's when Jim and Bullock track the ogre to Barb's mom and dad's dead parent house or whatever the hell.
Why does Barb sound like such an old ass, gross old lady? But Barbara, I'm like, yes.
I don't know. Maybe it's a deep-rooted issue you're not willing to explore yet.
I don't know.
Yeah, because the name Barbara's old as fuck. Like,
I guess it's just because I'm used to fucking.
Barb makes me
Gordon.
think of like Soccer Mom or something.
Makes me think of Batgirl in tight leather on a red hood.
Good with that. So anyways, as usual, fight breaks out and they kill the ogre. We're not going to miss him. And, at the end of this episode, Jim gets back with Leslie and makes sure she knows what's up. Even had a little bit of PDA in the police department.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's for reals. We had a side story this week with the Riddler who had a trunk full of body parts. I guess he was going to play some Breaking Bad and dissolve all those things.
I don't know why that fucking I got a pocket full of sunshine song just popped in my head. Just picture him singing that while he's dumping this
I could
acid
see
on
that
me.
because they make the to me, was this too dark for the Riddler for you guys?
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
It was, I don't know, it was almost like a line that I don't feel like was right for the Riddler, but at the same time, it was kind of funny watching him blunder his way with Christmas Carol or whatever the hell's her name is.
Yeah.
Bruce this week, he got the key to Bunderslaw's safe from Selena, and he was going to infiltrate Wayne Enterprises. He got caught by Bunderslaw and who explained to Bruce that sometimes things get dirty in business, and your dad and your grandpa were down with that. They were interrupted by Lucius Fox, which was kind of a cool cameo. It's one of the few that I've actually been okay with.
Yeah, but the casting on that read younger Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, sure.
I'm saying they straight up cast younger Morgan Freeman.
It's good by me.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's
He
just
basically
obvious.
inferred to Bruce that, don't worry, your dad was a good guy, and, there are good people here who fight from the inside. Basically, I guess, foreshadowing that, Bruce can trust Lucius. Later, Bruce, when confronted by Alfred about what was going on, totally throws Selena under the bus and is like, she killed him. I was just going to play grab ass. And, Alfred was a little put off by that, thought that was, not okay. I mean, the murder. I don't think he cared about the grab ass thing.
I think he might have
It was
more
the
upset
grab
about
ass.
He basically...
You grabbed her ass, not his.
Overall, this episode, I thought was a better episode than they had in a while. Like, I didn't hate it. But then it hits the
They're all the
end.
same.
But it hits the end, and it's like they throw in this weird guitar music, and they show Bruce looking really creepy. Falcone gets head mailed to him.
Oh. I was like, I must have fallen asleep.
And Maroni decides he's going to go to war while the Penguin giggles to himself unnecessarily. I don't know. I actually had made note, and I'd forgotten about this. I had a better conversation with Jeremy while I was reviewing this episode about what he keeps in his butt.
What?
I don't even remember how that happened. But I vaguely remember
Not the
that.
first time you've said that, but that is the truth. That's what we were talking about while I was. I don't know, not this show's worst episode, but they really just have a way of screwing things
They're all
up.
dog shit.
And every time something appears to go somewhat right, they find a way to just turn me off to it.
Just look forward next week to the last fucking time we'll talk about this show.
Yeah,
Ever.
that's pretty likely.
At least in detail. We
I was
might
gonna say no. I could
occasionally
see us
shit
talking
on
about it,
Yeah.
but in a way of like, hey, remember that? That was shitty.
It's still shitty.
Yeah, it is. So why don't you tell us about something that's not shitty as you catch us up on Flash, Michael?
Okay, so we pick up this week in Dr. Wells' not-so-secret room at Star Labs. A lot of knowledge is dropped as we get a closer look at the futuristic newspaper. The article is written by Iris West Allen. Green Arrow and Hot Girl are both mentioned in the article. Joe becomes the chief of police, and the Flash has a new suit that Cisco is loving, like, ridiculously. How soon do you think he'll make that suit? Pretty quick.
Probably in the next few episodes.
I assume by the finale.
Then Gideon pops up with a few more surprises. She knows who Barry is, that he becomes the director of the CCPD's CSI division, that he's the Flash, and that he's a founding member of... she doesn't get all of that out before being interrupted. She does let us know that the Reverse Flash only wanted to kill Nora out of anger due to Barry escaping. Cisco gets an alert on his cripple cam that Wells is coming.
Oh man,
That's what it was.
Oh, that's amazing.
because I just picture him rolling down the hallway.
It says it in the corner. And it's with a K. 2 Ks.
I was just thinking like CC, it'd be like closed caption or
like not
closed
quite
circuit,
racist.
Yeah.
but instead it's cripple cam.
Wells is whirling down the hallway, and Gideon reveals that she won't rat them out because Barry made her, and of course, snitches still get stitches in the future.
Super, like, futuristic.
Futuristic.
stitches.
Virtual stitches.
We have a quick scene with Eddie and Joe at Jitters, and Eddie asking Joe for permission to marry Iris, which Joe responds to with a resounding, ball-crushing no. Barry calls and fills them in about Wells' secret room, triggering a flashback for Joe to a night when Barry was in the coma. And Wells
Sounded sensual for a second.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
And Wells convincing Joe into allowing him to take Barry back to Star Labs. The next day at Star Labs, Cisco works on some dream goggles that will allow him to enter his dreams to figure out what Wells is up to. Wells rolls in again unexpectedly, like he always does, and even begins helping with their dream goggles project.
Anyone else think Joe telling Eddie no was like overtly being a dick?
That was ball crushing.
Because to me, like I was just like, isn't part of being a parent letting your daughter make her own decisions, good or bad, in a way? I mean, he could warn her against it, but just
That
be
would
like,
make her want
nah.
to marry him so hard.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think him just being like no was just douchey.
Maybe, but not. I don't know. I didn't mind it in the way I do that his daughter's a cunt.
That night, they get insight into Cisco's memories thanks to the dream goggles, and we get a replay of the night that didn't happen, with Wells revealing himself and killing Cisco, who then violently wakes up just in time for Wells to call Barry, alerting him to a fire downtown at the building that Captain Singh's... Is it his fiancé or is he married to the dude?
Fiance.
Captain Singh's
for the
fiancé.
Getting
record,
married.
That whole dream sequence played like a scene from Dude, Where's My Car? Just the way
Nice.
he was talking and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like he was fucking hammered stoned.
Yeah. Wells once again teaches Barry a new power, the ability to create vacuums by spinning his arm super fast and extinguishing the flames. Skipping forward a little bit, Eddie and Joe join Team Star Labs, where they come up with a plan to trick Wells into confessing everything to Cisco. Iris meets with Barry and lets him know that she has been able to tie all the crazy shit that's been happening to the particle accelerator explosion. Barry plays it off, citing that he doesn't have any powers. When Barry leaves, Iris has a flashback to the coma days, and it gets all touchy-feely for a moment. In fact, when she goes to touch him, actual sparks fly.
Fucking gay.
Right?
So gay.
Oh, I just hated this moment. I hated it. I hate it. Because
Yep.
now she's like, oh, well, now I like him because he's a superhero.
Fickle ass woman. Just, yeah. I mean, shouldn't be surprising, but.
Oh, I legitimately feel bad for Eddie at this point. Like, I'm just like,
I can see why you're going to become super
Yeah,
Right.
go for it. Kill them. They're douchey.
Like, if I were in your shoes, I'd murder folk too.
Will's in her Star Labs, and Caitlin tells him that Cisco thinks he's figured out what happened the night they tried to capture the Reverse Flash. Wells goes to see Cisco, and the scene plays out almost exactly the same way as last time, except that everybody is waiting around for Wells to confess. As Wells is about to kill Cisco, Joe jumps out, fires 3 shots at him with his gun. Barry bolts into action. Pretty cool scene. He's able to catch 2 of the bullets, but the third one catches Wells right in the chest.
Thank God it was a gun. If he'd been trying to catch something else that was shot out, that'd be a different show.
Just saying, they're waiting for the confession, and it gets too exciting. He jumps out and just goes, in slow motion as they're floating towards him.
Oh my God. And then the last one goes through that little force field, and he just like smacks his face against it, and yeah, anyway.
Yep.
Gross.
But
You guys watched a completely different episode.
in my mind's eye, it was dirty.
It's just all over Dr. Wells' face. It just dribbles down.
That shit's not gross. But surprise, surprise, Wells thought ahead, and it's actually the shapeshifter from the last episode, Hannibal Bates.
That actually did get me. I was
did.
like,
Yeah,
oh,
It
that
wasn't
was
up.
smart.
I figured he was going to travel back in time or something again.
yeah. Anyway, so Barry runs back to Wells' super secret room, finds his wheelchair, the Reverse Flash costume gone, and a bunch of videos and shit showing that Wells has been onto him the whole time. And specifically Iris,
That fucker's been peeping on everyone.
the whole goddamn time.
He's watching motherfuckers shower and shit.
With that dildo
Oh,
of his
I
asshole
totally
in the chair.
believe that.
Yes.
The whole time.
Specifically, he's watching a lot of dudes.
Hey, whatever.
I'm just saying, I thought he liked bitches.
He's lived a long life through multiple time.
Maybe in the future, like, it's all the same.
A lot of movies like that say that happens.
Yeah.
And he was looking at Iris quite a bit, though, too.
It's true.
So dudes in Jungle Fever.
Everything's acceptable in the future.
Barry runs to find Iris, who is walking along a bridge with Eddie. He's about to propose to her. The Reverse Flash runs by, plucks the ring from Eddie's hand, makes another pass through, knocking him down.
Again, being a douche.
He approaches Iris, who tells him she knows he killed Barry's mom. But as Barry approaches, Wells grabs Eddie and takes off. Right on time, Barry tells Iris not to worry, he'll find Eddie. She reaches out to touch him, and sparks form again.
Fucking gay.
Yay! Leading her to finally realize that Barry is the Flash.
Such a stupid fucking reveal.
Yep. Wells brings Eddie to one of the other hideouts and reveals himself to be Eobard Thawne, a distant relative from the future. Eddie thinks this whole thing has been about him, but Thawne says no, that he is just his insurance policy.
So what does that mean?
I don't get that.
Yeah, I didn't get it either.
We still think they're the same person?
I don't even fucking know, man.
I don't know.
I've just given up. It's whatever happens. I'm on board, goddammit. I'm still hoping for that Mission Impossible reveal, and he's gonna rip off his mask, and he's fucking Gorilla Grodd. It'll happen. It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
But it'd be like, gotcha, bitch. It's completely different than you thought.
We got
Dave
Grodd
Chappelle.
next week, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Sorry, he said gotcha, bitch.
Oh. Okay.
I wasn't saying that the fucking monkey was Dave Chappelle. You racist fuck.
You said it, and then you came to that conclusion.
Oh, shit. Okay. We flash back once again to Barry in his coma at Star Labs. Dr. Wells stands over him all creepy-like, saying all supervillain shit about how young he
Getting
looks.
undressed and shit,
Yeah.
too. Weird.
I like my people not to move.
I'm gonna take my gloves off so you feel it when I jerk you off.
Ooh, that made me feel really gross for some reason.
I don't want you to see the look in my face, so I'm gonna take my mask off.
Yeah, talking about how he's watched him since he's grown up, and that how fate made it that Dr. Wells would be the one that has to groom his greatest enemy. He makes Barry a promise which he can't hear, that there will be a reckoning and that Barry will die.
Totally made me think of like that episode of Futurama, and it's like what we don't know is Dr. Wells had sex with Eddie's mom, and he's really Eddie's dad, so technically he's his own grandpa.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
It was really creepy watching him hover over like a basically naked Barry.
Yep. I've been watching you since you was a little boy.
I remember when you used to play in the sprinklers.
Oh God, dude, that's messed up.
You jerk off and no one even know.
It's just a quick blur. Huh? Did a bird shit? No.
Running through the sprinklers, you
That
never
white
know.
stuff dripping down your face ain't bird shit.
Gross.
So yeah, next week, Gorilla Grodd. Yay.
Yeah, I'm really glad you guys don't have superpowers.
God, I would be a villain for sure.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot funner that way.
Funner.
Funner, yes.
God damn it.
This is making my skin crawl.
Me too. It was like,
Stop
why
the
is
conversation.
That's going to do it for another episode of Primetime Super Friends. If you like what we do here, you can download us each and every week on iTunes and Stitcher. You can find us on Twitter by checking us out at Primetime Super. You can email us by emailing us at primetimesuperfriends@gmail.com. You can find us each individually. If you like what we do here, you can also check us out on Pub Talk by finding us on Twitter and Pub Talk, and I totally fucked that up.
Sounds good to me.
No one's going to listen anyways. I'm at Raging Leprechaun. And Jeremy?
At Legendary Jeremy, I'll at least listen.
And Michael.
At the African 81.
Once again, you can find us at pubtalkpodcast.com for all of your podcast needs. And until next time,
Unless you want something clean.
keep it super, bitches.
Bird shit come.
Na 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 na.